Well, hi Scorpios, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. One more shuffle for Scorpios. Here we go. Let's find out what you can expect coming up in your life. If this reading resonates, it's probably your reading. If it does not resonate, it probably is not your reading. And I would maybe check your moon sign. That is your private and emotional side. There you are, Scorpio, right there. Okay. The overall energy of this reading is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is the card for Taurus. Taurus might be strong in your chart or in someone else's chart around this reading. But this is about traditional values, traditional morals. It's very spiritual. It can represent marriage. It's definitely about groundedness. It's definitely about security, but in a traditional way. The Hierophant surrounds your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy is the Page of Swords. You're on guard. You have your sword up. You're paying attention, like hyper aware of everything that happens around you, everything that's said. You're on guard. You're not swinging the sword, but you're ready if you have to, okay? So these are the two strongest energies in your entire reading. Let's keep reading. Next to the Page of Swords is the Moon. The Moon is the card for Pisces, so Pisces might be strong in your chart or in someone else's around this reading. But this is about either something's being hidden from you or will be revealed, okay? So it's like you didn't know that lobster was in the water till it crawled out. It's like things coming to light, things being exposed. I think you are, it's right next to the Page of Swords. So I think that you are hyper aware of everything around you that has anything to do with this groundedness, this security and stability, this traditional relationship, it feels like. I don't think you trust that it's moving that direction. And I also feel like that something will come out. You may make it come out, or it will just be exposed, and or something has been exposed, which has caused you to raise your sword and be hyper aware of how you're moving forward. If you're ever going to reach this Hierophant, this very stable card here and very grounded energy. I do have the Eight of Pentacles next to the Moon. This is like really focusing on building the security and the stability. It's like you're all in. You're all in, okay? And you're willing to put the work into this. And I think it's a person. I think it's a relationship. But I feel like you think maybe they are not. That there is something that's being hidden from you. And if there is something being hidden from you, you will see to it that it is exposed. I have the Justice card under the Page of Swords. This is the card for Libra. So Libra might be strong in your chart or around this reading, in someone else's chart. Yeah, you're definitely going into self-protection mode. It's all about self-justice, okay? So here we have the sword up. Swords up. We have the scales. You're trying to stay balanced. Your sword's up. You're trying to stay balanced. You're trying not to freak out. You're trying not to do anything dumb or stupid or jump to conclusions. So you're just trying to stay balanced. But there is something that has really got your guard up. This card is right next to the Hierophant. On the other side, I have the Five of Cups. See, you're so willing to work on this relationship, but you've had failed relationships. And I think that you're feeling like, oh no, is this another failed relationship? So you've been very disappointed, just very disillusioned in love. But I call this the card of hope because there are two cups behind this figure of hope. So, I hope that you're going to be able to turn around and see the hope in this relationship and stop looking at the spilled cups, because when you start looking back at the past, and how relationships have gone wrong, it can influence the present. So whatever is going to be exposed will probably need to be talked about. Swords are about communication and truth and clarity, so you probably will bring it up. You will get your clarification. I have the Ten of Cups right below the Justice card. This is what you're trying to protect and stay balanced, because there's a lot of love between you and someone else. You're really looking forward to this union, I think, to a marriage. It could be moving in together. It could be something not as traditional, but moving in together is pretty traditional nowadays. But this is union between two people. There's also children dancing. Everybody's happy. Everybody's in love. These are just sunshine and rainbows, love being exchanged, and you really want to protect that. So you're trying to be careful in how you move forward with something that's got you on guard here about this relationship. I do, right next to the Ten of Cups, can you believe we have the Ten of Pentacles? This is right under the Hierophant. I do think that this relationship is going to go through. I think this is a phase. I think this is just a little bump in the road, and I mean a little bump that you might be, making a mountain out of a molehill out of, so to speak, because you're looking back at the past thinking, oh no, this is one of those. But I don't think so. I have the Ten of Pentacles right next to the Ten of Cups, two of the best cards in the whole tarot deck, and this Ten of Pentacles is right under the Hierophant. That traditional, this union, see, the union between two people. There's extended family, there's pets, there's a child. There really could be children involved in this reading. I see this happening. I see it going through, and I see this as really a loving and grounded relationship. This Ten of Pentacles is right next to your card, the Death card, and also this card is under the Five of Cups, the spilled cups. This is you. This is Scorpio. But the energy is what's most important, and this is putting an end to the old and the beginning of the new. It's like ringing out the old year, ringing in the new year. So this is what's going to happen, is you're going to turn around. You're going to see those two cups, the full cups, the hope in this relationship. At first, I think you need a little bit of clarity there in order to, be comfortable moving forward in this relationship. I'm going to take out the second part of this reading, Scorpios. What else do you need to know, please? Yeah, I think you've worked on relationships before that have fallen apart, that you've had to heal over. I think you have found that, well, let's get there. Okay. So up here in your highest energy, on your highest energy line, is the Four of Swords. I feel like you have gone through some very deep spiritual healing. See the stained glass windows? So this is a strong healing card. It's all about letting truth and clarity come in. It's like soul searching, seeking advice from the universe, or just going into meditation or prayer, and very strong healing, okay? And you know it's next to this Eight of Pentacles, and you know that there has to be pentacles for a relationship to work, for it to be grounded. It's next to the Page of Cups. This is what the kind of love offers that you've dealt with before. They've been tainted. They've been immature. There's a fish in this cup. So there could be, well, there's two for Pisces. There could be Pisces in or around this reading someplace. But this is the type of offers. There's no room for love in that cup because there's a fish in it. So this is what you've been healing over. You were stuck in this energy of healing over these past relationships for quite some time. The heaviness of the lack of pentacles, of the lack of groundedness and stability and security really weighed you down, you know, and this is part of everything that you've had to move on from. I have the 2 of Swords under the 4 of Swords and next to the 5 of Cups. So this just tells me that you're blocking your heart, for one thing. So when you're in this state of meditation or prayer or spending all that time alone, soul searching, you have been protecting your heart. Matter of fact, you were probably in relationships before where you were like ignoring the red flags in relationships because you didn't want your heart to get broken. But ignoring red flags, you always end up having to see them. Even if you're wearing a blindfold, even if your swords are up and you're guarded and your heart is guarded, eventually you're going to have to, when something will happen that will make you have to deal with it. And I think that's what happened. And it might have happened in more than one relationship. It's next to this disappointment and love. So what you've learned from this is we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is Earth, so this would be Taurus, which surrounds the entire reading. Virgo or Taurus. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn might be strong in your chart or around this reading. But look, it's the Pentacle. This is the second biggest Pentacle in the deck. You have the 10 of Pentacles down here. You can work on Pentacles. You are more than willing. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. They're all male or female. This is under this Page of Cups. So this is, you know, what you noticed from your past relationships is that there were no pentacles. They weren't grounded. They weren't stable. They weren't secure, okay? Also, I have the 2 of Cups next, right between the 4 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like whoever this is that's in your life now is offering you this pentacle. And they have these cups of love. Look, those are real cups of love. There's nothing in them. They're like a best friend. They're soulmates. This is a card for soulmates. So best friends with love and being soulmates. So they're going to offer you a pentacle that was missing in a prior relationship or 2 or whatever. So they have it. And they want to move this to the next level is what they want to do. Because right now it's like friends with love. And I think they want to move it into something more stable and secure because they have such love for you. I have next to Death card and under the 2 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles. So I think this is part of that energy where you were blocking, like an ostrich putting its head in the sand, that there were red flags in previous relationships. This is what you had to heal over. This is why you're looking at spilled cups. And I feel like you're kind of confused about this other relationship that you're in now, whether or not this will be grounded. It's like your trust level is a little bit low. And you're all over the place. Like sometimes you feel like, yeah, it's gonna happen. We're moving forward, and the next day you're like, I don't think so. There's something going on or whatever. So whatever it is that's causing this confusion and you leaving the old behind, okay, the past, leaving the past behind, and being able to move forward with whoever this is that I think is going to offer you a commitment. You're just very confused on whether that's even possible. But it is, because I see it happening right there. There has been a lot of healing, just like I said. This is the card for Aquarius. So Aquarius might be strong in your chart or around this reading. But this is like healing so deeply, and it's about, you know, groundedness, security. It's right between the Queen of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles, being confused. being confused about whether or not you can have a stable and secure relationship that works both ways. This is seeing your reflection coming back at you and reminding you of the essence of who you are. This is healing right down to your bare bones. This is why your sword's up over here at the Justice card. And so you've done so much deep healing that you're doing everything you can to stay level, to not have your scales thrown off balance, because you don't want to go through all this healing again. So very spiritual again. I feel like you're a very spiritual person. And you have really come, back to all the way, full turn, to being yourself again. And then I have the King of Wands. And this is right under the Two of Cups and next to the Star. I feel like the King of Wands is your person. They might have fire in their chart. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius might be in their chart. If not, they are just very mature. They are ready for a fresh start and a new beginning. They want to move forward. They have their hand on their hip. They're ready. They're ready to move to the next level in this relationship. And they're probably very passionate, okay? Being the King of Wands. But whatever's on your mind over here, while your guard is up, I think you really kind of need to talk about that with these two swords being right next to each other here, the Page and the Justice. The Page of Swords and the Justice card. I'm taking out one more card for clarification for your reading. It's the Ace of Swords. Just like I said, have that conversation. Don't hold anything inside. If you can't have this conversation, then you shouldn't be with them. Period. This is the key. This sword is actually, look at it like it's a key to your happiness. Okay? So if you can be honest and upfront with your partner, great. That's what you need to be. And so communicate. And communicate about whatever it is that you need, that you've heard, that's been exposed, or what you want exposed, okay, that you need exposed, that's bothering you, because there's something bothering you here, and it's got you on guard. So a lot of it might be coming from your past experiences, but whatever it is, it needs to be talked about. So Scorpio, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.